Yo, what is up, guys? Lightning Zapdos here, coming to you with a Pokemon Showdown team building. And today we're going to be looking at a Sun team that I made. And the platform is OU to UU. This is one I just randomly made at the last minute, so which I'm probably going to use tonight during my Showdown episode. So the team consists of Charizard, Rotom Wash, Talonflame, Chansey, Gliscor, and Dragonite. And so we're going to start off with Charizard Y. And the reason why I like Charizard Y so much is that he really complements this team. Without Charizard Y, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have made this team. So we have Drought, which is the ability to have Sunny Day on the field once he comes to the field. And the moves are pretty basic too: Flamethrower, Solar Beam, Protect, and Overheat, which I feel like are all necessities for Charizard Y to have if you're running a Sun team. So Solar Beam, the main reason why I put that on there is just because that it's he doesn't have to charge up. You can just do it in one turn and it's good. And I think Protect is also a necessity. And Overheat, I like Overheat because it does high damage and even does more high damage because of the sun's out, which I really like. Same thing with Flamethrower. It's a high damage move and it just does more damage because the sun's out. And so yeah, that's really all I gotta say about Charizard. Charizard's pretty standard for a Sun team to have. And so next we have Rotom Wash. I think Rotom Wash is one of my favorite Pokemon to use in competitive because it's just so hard to deal with. So we have for items we have Leftovers and Levitate, which I think is a necessity. I think every Rotom Wash should run Leftovers. That's pretty big necessity to have. And for moves, we have Thunderbolt, Will-O-Wisp, Confuse Ray, and Protect, which I feel like are pretty self-explanatory too. Thunderbolt being a necessity, Will-O-Wisp being a necessity because it cuts half the attack of a physical attacker, which shuts them down completely. And then Confuse Ray is just annoying to deal with. And yeah. And then Protect, that I feel like is a necessity. I think I run Protect on almost all my Pokemon, let's be honest here. And also, I forgot to show you my stats for Charizard, so we're going to look at that real quick. So he's a special sweeper, I should say, my bad. And so he's a timid nature, so I just maxed out his special attack and speed, because I feel like that's the best way to run Charizard Y. And for Rotom Wash, we have HP's all the way up and special defense is all the way up. And he's a calm nature. And I think that's how everyone should run their Rotom Wash too. That's just my opinion. And so next we have our physical attacker, which is Talonflame. He is a Choice Scarf, Gale Wing, which he has priority Brave Bird. So he's definitely my physical sweeper of the team, running Brave Bird, Sword Dance, U-Turn. I don't think you have to run U-Turn on every Talonflame, but Roost too. I really think you should run Brave Bird and Swords Dance with any Talonflame that you have, just because what else are you going to use a Talonflame for? The only thing that I use Talonflame for is a physical attacker, because he does a great job at doing so. And so next we have Chansey, and oh my god, let me tell you about Chansey. Chansey is one of the hardest Pokemon I've ever had to deal with. I run Leftovers on him, or her I should say. I feel like you can switch that out with other items. I just use Leftovers because it's just like a default item that I go to when I am trying to do stuff last minute. And so Natural Cure is his ability, or her ability, because I just like having the Status Ailment Healing. And then for moves, we got Soft Boil, Toxic, Substitute, and Protect. I feel like Soft Boil is a necessity on Chansey. I've never seen anyone not run Soft Boil. Toxic, I can say you can live without, but Chansey is a big physical wall, so you can really get some stuff out of Toxic. You can switch it up for a better move, but I prefer to run Toxic on Chansey because it's just Chansey's already annoying to deal with in the first place. She's already hard to get rid of, so why not run Toxic and just stall out any Pokemon she throws out at you? And I run Protect because I just love Protect. And I think it's really good on Chansey too if you're gonna run Toxic on her. And for Gliscor, you have Toxic Orb on Gliscor. I think that's a necessity to run on Gliscor. Like, yeah, you can switch it out for Leftovers or something, but I just recommend Toxic Orb and the Poison Heal ability. I think those really complement each other very much. And so he's more of my setter. He runs Stealth Rocks, Protect, U-Turn, and Fire Fang. Fire Fang because Sunny Day might be out when I throw him out there. Usually he's my first one to go out though. So I just run Stealth Rocks on him, so I can just get that easy damage at the beginning of the game. Easy damage, easy life. And then U-turn just in case I'm in a hairy situation, need to get out of there with him. Because Fire Fang can come in useful time to time. And so our last Pokemon is Dragonite. And Dragonite I run an Assault Vest on, which is pretty interesting, and then Inner Focus. And the moves are Earthquake, Dragon Dance, and Dragon Claw and Extreme Speed. And you don't have to run Assault Vest on him. I just like running it. It's more of a Goodra thing, but I just run it on him because he's another physical sweeper that I just decided to throw in at last minute. And so yeah, let me just show you the stats for these four real quick because I didn't show them to you guys yet. So physical Scarf, pretty self-explanatory. Speed all the way up, attack all the way up. Jolly Nature, speed, and minus special attack, which I really don't feel like you need to run a Talonflame at all as a special attack. And then for Chansey, obviously you're gonna put your HP all the way up. She's not really a good attacker, but you don't need her to attack, obviously. And her special defense is pretty decent too, so I put that up a little bit. And she's a bold nature, and also defense is all the way up too. So yeah, she's, I say a pretty good wall for Pokemon, I should say. And then for Gliscor, let's check his. So he's physically defensive too, HP all the way up, defense almost all the way up. And he's an impish nature, and there's the stats right there. I really like Gliscor too. One of my favorite Pokemon actually. Besides for Zapdos, obviously. And so, Dragonite for attack, I have it all maxed out, speed maxed out, and then 4 on special defense, which I'm pretty sure is what everyone runs on him. And then for Rotom, I don't think I've showed you Rotom yet. He's defensive, with HP all the way up and special defense all the way up, and then 4 special attack, and he's calm nature. And yeah, pretty sure that's all I gotta show you guys today. Expect another video up tonight, possibly, or tomorrow morning, whichever one comes first. So if you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and this is Lightning Zapdos, and I will see you guys later.